at the current future tax debt.
We want to go ahead and turn on the lights?
Everybody wake up.
You have, Mayor, members of the council, you have this calculation by the city's financial advisor as an attachment on your agenda. To borrow $20 million, according to this calculation done by the city's financial advisor, the debt service of $20 million is approximately $1.4 million a year for 20 years. So we've got to come up with $1.4 million of new money every year to pay debt service on this. The good news is, in 2019, we pay off 2/3 of our debt. Our debt service drops by $550,000 in 2019 because of the debt service that we pay off. So if we structure this properly, and this is predicated on a growth rate of 6% a year for 5 years for the city. We've been averaging 10% a year in our property valuation growth, and 4.5% for the interest on the debt incurred. And remember, we got 1.75 for our new ambulances, so we think these numbers are high, and it's a worst case scenario. But if we structure it right to where we take advantage of the debt that we pay off in 2019, according to this calculation, the highest year for our debt service will be 2018, and it will go up from our existing debt 6.2 cents. However, tonight you're proposing that if you accept staff's recommendation on your budget, you're going to lower our tax rate tonight by 4.5 cents. So if we continue to experience the kind of growth that we've been experiencing the last 10 years, the worst case scenario that you're going to have to do is in 2018, you're going to have to go up a little under 2 cents on the tax rate from today's rate, if that makes any sense mathematically. So our goal is to take advantage of growth, take advantage of the lowest interest rates ever seen in my lifetime. This is the lowest interest rate that I have ever seen in my lifetime. Maybe we can incur $20 million worth of debt with very little impact on the tax rate. But you can see this calculation, and I think it's very conservative. The worst case year is according to this, is 2018, and then it'll begin to go back down. So I think our goal as we begin this was to have very little impact on the tax rate. I think the committee did their job. Our financial advisor recommended probably the most we can handle right now is $20 million. By the way, they kept it under $20 million. 19 nice. Sound like a car salesman. Anyway, this schedule is an attachment on your agenda. It's available on the wall there, and we will need to inform the public that the potential exists that we've got to go up 6.2 cents in the tax rate. Worst case scenario, but you're already taking effort to impact that tonight if you adopt the effective tax rate in this year's budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Hey y'all. Okay.
All right. As everybody knows, we had an open meeting for the citizens to come in and give their inputs and stuff. And these are the numbers that we got. We had a total of 31 questionnaires completed, but we had well over 60 people in attendance for this meeting. It was standing room only. So as you can see by the number, the streets by far over 96%, they want to have repaired streets. Fire station over 80%, City Hall over 74%, as well as the animal facility, parks over 80%, and expansion of the library over 74%. All right. Before going into the numbers, I want to kind of add a couple of things. The fire station says it all, stands by itself. We need an updated facility that the chief does not have to worry about budgeting for repairs to his building or buying new equipment. tell by the state of the building that he has chosen to buy updated equipment for the safety of our citizens. And we agree with that. But we've got to give these guys a place that they can call home for 2 days and it's not falling apart around them. The City Hall, City Hall is the very first place new businesses come to see our city. New residents come to the parks and they go out and take their kids out to the parks. The state of our ball fields, I've never seen anything like this from all the travels I've been around the world. I would not let my kid play on these ball fields because they will get hurt. It's not a matter of if, but when. Okay? Now, our last meeting was last week, and it was brought up to everybody in the committee on possibly, we're under 20 million. That was our threshold. That's where we wanted to stay. All right. So we had about 200,000 to play with, and we voted on it, and we, as a committee, Citizens Committee, voted to increase the streets by $100,000. Okay. Fire station, we all agreed on at $3 million. City Hall, $2.5 million, and an animal shelter, $2 million. Parks, $1 million, and the expansion of the library is $800,000. That's what we're recommending. Lights, please. We've all worked very hard to represent the citizens of our community. We've taken a lot of time, and we're very proud of what we're presenting to you. Does the committee have any questions before we turn it over? The council, excuse me. Thank you, Joe. Nothing?
No, I just want to congratulate you for a job well done. I would like to have all the members stand up so everybody knows who participated here, please. You did it with minimum timeline because the election has to be called for November, and you work 2-3 times a week. You work weekends. I saw you do that. And I asked the City Council to remain away and not influence your decisions so that these are totally 100% input from the committee and citizens. And so here we are, and it worked. And congratulations for a great job, well done. Really appreciate it. And I think that City Council will take this and all the input that you provided and make the right decision. Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you. Item B, a public hearing on obtaining the 19.9 worth of public improvement bonds. I put this on the agenda to engage the public one more time and allow them to give us their input if they so wish. It's very important to continue engaging the public because at the end of the day, these items will go to the public, so it's very important to see and get their input before we decide what to put on the ballot. At this time, public hearing on item B is open. Any citizen wishing to come speak on this item, please state your name, address for the record. Come forward. Public hearing is now open. Okay, public hearing is now closed on item B. In the essence of time and the importance of these issues, I'm going to move to item 11A. Item 11A, discussion and appropriate action to approve proposition number 1, $10,600,000 bond for constructing street improvements, including utilities repair, replacement and relocation, street lighting, technology improvements, signage, curb, gutters, and sidewalk improvements, and drainage. City Manager, any addition?
No, sir, we're trying to include everything that could be potentially be needed for these projects. Let me say this, it's my understanding, and our bond counsel is here tonight, Jeff Kuhn, and he's certainly here to answer any question, and he's preparing the language. It's my understanding these monies can only be spent for these projects once the voters authorize and approve it. So we have to be very careful that we've included everything needed, but it can only be used for the items that are listed. So that's my understanding.
Okay, and I also like to remind the city staff and council that when we approved the FM 1516 MPO project, any excess money that we have, which was going to be about $600,000-700,000, was going to streets. Is that correct? So that'll be attached as well to this, to supplement this bond as well, to make sure that everything that was proposed, should the council desire and the voters approve, will get done. I think that this is a good proposition, having been around to see the different ways that we have experimented to fix the subdivision streets, the neighborhood streets. Very, very difficult, very expensive. We've been very successful in repairing the major arteries, 1516, FM 1604, Kitty Hawk. Those were supplemented by funding from the state NPO through working with them very closely, 80-20%, and working with the county for community block grants from certain neighborhoods. We've been very successful to secure. We recently secured an additional $150,000 for certain areas in Converse from the county. And so tonight, this comes before us to approve, so that we decide to put it. This is the way will it read on the ballot. This is for. Okay. Okay. And so I think that I agree with the board, the committee on this item wholeheartedly. I think that reading the 2013 strategic plan that the city council put in place pretty much set the wheels for this committee and to attack a possible bond for this month. So I think that this is a great proposition to be able to make a great impact for the citizens. They deserve good streets, and this city has been unable to deliver on a budgetary basis from year to year. This is the only way that these streets can be addressed the right way by doing a bond. Any council members have any questions, concerns, comments for the city manager? Okay. Have noticed further discussion. Do we have a motion on their 11A as presented? Okay. Motion by Mayor Pro Tem, second by Councilwoman James. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries. Sir.
Let me ask Attorney Jeff, do we need a roll call vote for this?
Okay. No, only for the.
All right, thank you.
Item 11B, discussion and appropriate action to approve proposition number 2, $3 million bond for designing, acquiring, constructing, purchasing, improving, demolishing, and equipping public safety facilities to include a new replacement fire station, acquiring land easements and right-of-ways necessary, and other real property interests, and completing related landscaping. City manager.
Once again, we try to put all the language necessary. By the way, there is not enough money in this proposal to purchase land. So we have to put it on land that we already own and that we have access to. But we put that in there just in case.
Okay. Okay. This item, just want to say a few words as well. I agree 100% on this. You know, we built a new fire station in 2004 along with this building here. Overloaded the city debt, and so we had a lot of challenges that we had to, that the chief had to work with, you know, is protect the public by buying $500,000 fire trucks, because that's what they cost, breathing apparatus, equipment,